Hello and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. This is episode 36 of my playthrough. Sorry for last time. I had to finish the stream after only 15 minutes. Had to deal with a personal matter. Nothing bad or anything, but unforeseen thing. So I had expected to be able to stream for at least an hour, but the plans changed. So anyways, I'm currently in the abandoned Rizzo's lab, which is also connected to the Holy Caves, apparently. So I actually came in through the Holy Caves, and I'm working on the quest that's called the Productivity Queen. So I'm looking for the Prophet of Profitability. Even though I did find some footprints outside of the bunker, I do not know if she's in here or outside elsewhere. The quest is pointing me to inside of this facility, but let's check out this terminal. Rizzo's R&D Communications Terminal. Warning, supervisor clearance required. Accessing this terminal without supervisor clearance will result in an informal reprimand. Rizzo's requires that any informal reprimands must be brought to the attention of your supervisor and will result in a formal reprimand. Happy customers are repeat customers. Anyways, let's open last entry. Doctor, so it's from Human Resources Division, Rizzo's corporate, to Amir Izao. Dr. Amir Izao, notice of expiration. This is to inform you that Rizzo's has been notified of your expiration due to one of or more of the following causes: violent physical trauma, accidental encounter with local fauna, severe physiological reaction to company and company adjacent products, destruction of company property. After careful review, Rizzo's Office of Human Resources has approved the dissolution of your indenturement contract. In accordance with Rizzo's company law, your closest living relatives will be rewarded with the following: 1 regulation-sized crate of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown to be delivered within 6 to 8 weeks of product launch. Please note that as a gesture of gratitude for your service, your shipping and delivery fees have been waived. Your work on behalf of the Rizzo's Geological Survey team has proved invaluable in the development and upcoming launch of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Thank you for being a part of the Rizzo's family. This is an automated message. Responses to this message have been disabled. Query Supervisor Clearance. Supervisor clearance has been granted to Ludovico Q and Zhao A. Please note, in accordance with Rizzo's company policy, supervisor... Okay, so that's the same thing that we just did. Let's hack it. Access usage records. Supervisor clearance. Error. Data corruption detected. Usage records inaccessible. Now generating error report. Error. Error report corrupted. Failsafe protocol activated. Now dumping memory contents. Dump successful. Access? Yes or no? Yes. Now printing memory contents. A bunch of gibberish. Okay. Nothing else noteworthy in this little office. So let's just keep heading this way. Yeah, these geological survey notes. I get the feeling that they're for a quest. I'll come back for them. The game is really, it's done nicely in that way. If you come and pick up objects before you get the quest, usually it doesn't break the quest. But I'd rather come back and find them when the time comes. So I found 2 so far. Parasite Research Facilities, Experiment Logs Database, View Lab Notes. 556 entries found. Warning, 556 out of 556 files corrupted. Run recovery routine. Yes. Failed to recover 554 files. 2 files successfully recovered. Oh, and we need to hack to access log 2. So let's put on our hacking gear, which is this, and what increases hack in my helmets? Not one of these. Nope. Definitely not that one. Medical. Yeah, no. Science? No. Persuade? No. No. Nope. Nope. And just to reconfirm again, I always get those mixed up. Tech is medical science and engineering, so I need something that increases my stealth. I don't have any gear like armor. Oh yeah. So that way I have 70. Wait, no. This one's better. I have 74 hack. I need 75. So hack, what skill is it attached to again? Intelligence. So I need to drink a mind drink. Now I have good enough. What's it called? Hacking. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's good. So I need Let's start with log 1. I've completed my final round of total immersion, suspension, and exposure tests. As expected, Eridanium gygaseous dissolves in acid, burns in fire, and can be disintegrated or otherwise destroyed with N-rays or concentrated blasts of plasma. The creature is vulnerable when alone. So I'm taking these, or that's the scientific name of the slugs, I guess. However, bonding with a host evokes intensely protective behavior from that host. Safeguarding the parasite becomes the host's primary objective, even to the point of aggression and violence. The creature also seems well suited to long-term hibernation and immersion in liquid suspension. Water and low-grade alcohols preserve the creature, its metabolic systems, such as they are, slow to a halt. Once exposed to a host, the creature emerges from its dormant state and immediately attempts to attach itself to the host's nervous system. Long-term dormancy in an alcohol solution may prove useful to corporate. I'll prepare my report tomorrow. Let's go with the notes 2. The parasite seems completely incompatible with the common sprat. This is baffling and disappointing. I have a few theories. 1. Sprat nucleotides are highly adaptive. Eridanium gygaseous is a half-complete creature. Adaptive mutations in sprat physiology render it a poor host to the parasite. Eridanium gygaseous has a particular and discerning sense of taste and finds sprats accordingly distasteful. Option 2 is ridiculous to me, but not strictly speaking impossible. Could both be true? I'm delirious. We'll delete in the morning. So, and then access log 3. Continuing my search for more suitable hosts among common fauna. Very promising results from pterorays. Their biological system is well suited to hosting the parasite. My theory? The parasite enjoys exposure to the atmosphere of Eridanos and may be manipulating the pterorays into more frequent and aggressive flight. In every case, the parasite successfully manipulated production of hormones in the host's brain. I don't know how yet. The implications of a parasite manipulating its host troubles me. Its nervous system is exotic and difficult to understand. I can't quite shake the idea that the parasite does not require contact with its host in order to influence its behavior. A suitably large and complex specimen may be able to manipulate the mood of a sentient creature by proximity alone. Maybe, possibly. These ideas are unscientific and founded on my own anxieties. My nightmares have been muddying my thoughts. Should seek treatment soon. Okay. Let's put on our normal gear back. Yeah. Okay, looking at the map, we have to go here. Spectrum Vodka Black. Yeah. Go up the stairs. Take these mad picks and the Immunosol, which I don't really use, but it's a long hallway. Has a bunch of separate rooms on the side, so let's go investigate each one. Oh, nice. Skulls on tables. And that was stealing for some reason. Yeah, you can keep your purple berry lunches. Okay. That's surely because it's the Prophet of Profitability is in here, for sure. Cigarette lighter. Pocket watch. Magnum, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's put our safe cracking stuff.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I keep thinking maybe I should be wearing this this hat to raise my persuade, but then I look like an idiot. Surely there's a helmet that is better. Well, there's this one. Although I do look like an idiot with that one too. Determination. Yeah. That one's pretty cool looking though, I'll admit. This one is inspiration. So it is an iconoclast helmet, so that's kind of neat. Yeah, no. No. Alright, screw it. We'll deal with it. Hello?
By imagining wealth, I can evoke prosperity out of the universe.
Okay, good for you. That guy is, yeah, it's like, I saw him walking, I'm like, wait a minute, who is that? Oh yeah, doing a campfire inside. That's good. Yeah, very good idea. Bypass shunt, sure. Right, so coming up, I guess, on the Prophet. Hello?
By concentrating on profit, I can invite wealth into my life.
Okay. And you're wearing a chef's hat and a chef's uniform. Something here. Project and notice. Notice to all employees working in the Holy Caves. We regret to inform you that this atmospheric complex now belongs to Sublight Underground. Under the terms of our new inter-corporate agreement, all Rizzo's employees remaining on the complex will be viewed as corporate spies by Sublight Underground. While you remain here, you will not be under Rizzo's protection, nor will you be paid for any continued work. Please report to Rizzo's property for processing. Failure to comply will result in termination either by Sublight Underground or by Rizzo's fixers. Please refrain from misusing company resources to continue to survive. Thank you. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, you don't mind if I steal all of these. It said workbench detected, but I must have... It's not in this room? Nearby, or... like over here?
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet them. Some of my best friends were from Graham's camp.
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Where is this goddamn workbench? Oh. Okay. So, this is an exit, I imagine? Yeah, that's probably where I came in initially. No, I mean, that's the front of the building. Oh, let's check this one out. Prophet Disciple Daily Schedule. 5 a.m. awaken, 5 to 12 praise the Prophet, listen to the Prophet. 12 to 2 sweat house meditation, 2 to 2:02 lunch. Wow, so 2 minutes of lunch. 2:02 to 4 hot coal training. 4 to 5 stomach purging. 5 to 5:02 dinner. So only 2 minutes for dinner. 5:02 to 6 stomach purging. 6 to 8 medical attention. 8 to 10 clean the retreat. 10 to 12 beatings by Prophet. 12 to 12:01 free time. 12:01 to 2 disciples choice. Self-flagellation or meditation on productivity, followed by no food next day. 2 sleep. So only 3 hours sleep. Oh wow, that's just absolutely insane. Where does this go? Okay, no, that goes down. Well, I'm kind of curious because that part was like blocked by rubble, so I'm thinking maybe there's something good in here. Picking up a lot of mods. Is that a hatchet? Yeah, sweet. Pickaxe, shovel, spades. So very basic tools. Sure, why not? I'm over encumbered.
Nicely done.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, when I wear this armor, I'm over encumbered. Yeah, I really need to maybe break some stuff down, maybe. Oh my God, I have so many things. Yeah, this one I'm going to keep. Let's break this one down. I like to keep the most valuable ones, so anything with a sell value of over 100 I'm going to keep. Anything else I can break down. Okay. That gave me a little bit, but do I need this? No. Yeah, that one I can actually scrap as well. Alright, so a little bit better, but I'm guessing I have a lot of mods now, and these are weighing me down quite significantly. So may have to return it to ship at some point and dump all of these in. Because yeah, I have a lot of mods. Okay. Alright, so wait, what's that? Pneumatic pistons. Lab protective monocle. Laboratory outfit spill resistant, and another pneumatic piston. Plasma carbine ultra. And I wish there was a vending machine here. Alright, let's go talk to the Prophet. Somehow in here. First, let me just go modify my my weapons. Especially this one. Because I really like this one. Right now it has a Whisper Quiet Muzzler. So we'll keep that one. And we like the corrosion, because mag to melt is actually not something that you find very frequently out in the world. And I don't have a scope on it. Let's put a... Post armor multiplier. Plus 15% damage post armor. Improves the damage dealt after armor penetration. Well, let's go with Extendosight. Increase the range a little bit. And also I want to be able to tinker this one. Let's put it to level 36, so that matches the one that my level. So
Better than everyone. I need to believe.
Let's check out this terminal. Prophet of Profitability Private Meditation Terminal. Welcome. If you are in search of a seminar, please speak to the Prophet of Profitability directly. The messages on this terminal are private. Should you read them, your humors may be thrown off balance. Is your curiosity worth the loss of profits? From Root Bellamy. Prophet, I've talked with my agents, and they've told me that what I said about your seminars regarding not taking them actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months, with future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't realize that it hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the price of stardom. Everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping, if you've got space, that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today as a means of apologizing. I know that notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. Root Bellamy. From Lee Whitaker. Hey Prophet, Whitaker here. Wanted to ask how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. I was skeptical at first about using them for meditation purposes, but hell, what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to remember what I told you. Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically, hampers the texture. Don't leave them out in the sun. And for law's sake, make sure you keep the smoke doses small. Last thing you want is to accidentally send someone into a coma, or worse, kill them. Be smart, Whitaker. From your devoted attendees. Prophet, the other attendees of Tripling Prophets True Transcendentalism and I have reconvened, and we're all in agreement. Your seminars are simply top-notch. We've seen a 0.5% increase in each of our businesses in total profits since we attended your seminar together. Of course, with the price of materials, shipping, and other costs involved, it boils down to more of a 0.1% increase, but an increase is an increase. If you ever decide to visit the Grand Colonial, you simply must let us purchase you a round of drinks. Thanks to you, we certainly have the bits for it. Okay. Oh, vending machine. Hey. Okay, so I wanted to sell... Yeah, the problem is I have a lot of unique weapons right now. So let's sell non-unique ones. So that frees up a little bit of carrying capacity. And I'm not going to need that. No, that. Maybe that. And definitely not that. Consumables, yeah. Let's go with sort by weight. Sorry about that. Wrong button. So weight. Oh, these are... Wait, how much do they weigh? 0.5 each. Okay. So let's sell all of this. Purple berry munch. What does that do? Yeah, just natural health regeneration. Same thing. Don't need those. Don't need those. Definitely don't need those. Don't need those. Drink, yeah, I need the mind attributes. That one, not so much. Personality attributes. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Spectrum vodka just in case. Just in case. These are all... okay. Yeah. Hardinarum elixir. Skin stiffening agent. Hardened. Armor rating +10. Couldn't care any less about that. Yeah, so Immunosol, I picked one up earlier and it's like, I never used those, so might as well sell them. Yeah, I don't use those either, but sometimes they may come in useful. Weapon, yeah, so we can sell those, sell those. Companion ability cooldown. And this is what, Adreno? Let's not sell that. Although I could sell, I have 400. I could sell some of them. Okay. Level head, yeah. Facial mask skin. Okay. Yeah, I have a ton of these, but I don't use them. Same thing with those. Dr. Lowe's Sky High Mix, yeah, we'll keep those. Adrena Time I can sell, because to be honest, look at that. Yeah, it's awful. Metallicist Gel, I can sell one of those. Antibiotics Cream, yeah. That one I'll keep. That one I can sell. Sell all the tobacco. You can sell the junk. Oh, that's much better. So I have about 100 pounds. And over here I can probably sort them by ranged melee and armor mods. So let's sell the melee mods. Mr. Acid. Yeah, let's keep that just in case. Plasma. Mr. Ouch. Shock. Pristine. Wow. 500. Sure Grip. Speed Grip. Hush Grip. Yeah, I'll keep those just in case. And I have a ton. Yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of mods. So I'm gonna have to store a lot of these on the ship when I get back. All right. So it looks like the Prophet is in. Is he at some
She
kind of?
said I must burn away the old me in order to be transformed.
Okay. He's like just running around. These are like sweat tents, aren't they? This is all stealing, so I'm not going to bother. What's this? Silver tongue kit. No, I already have an improved one on my armor. All right, let's head inside. Sorry,
The
dude.
Prophet says
Yes,
to purge
yes.
the mind.
What about you? Elia Mason.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's private prosperity retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, Linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
P equals P equals P, yeah. Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
For a positivity disciple, you sound a little less than enthused.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder. I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
The Prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior in the retreat lately?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
That's all for now.
Certainly.
Goodbye.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
You're sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Couldn't you have brought this information forward a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
I'm looking into it. So that must have been the, like whatever it's called, the, because I noticed that it said, yeah, the Prophet was witnessed dragging what might have been a human body out of the retreat. Search the wilderness outside the retreat for clues. You discover the Prophet's tracks leading away from the retreat, and the evidence suggests she was in fact dragging something heavy. You discovered the body dump site, but no body. Whoever was here seems to have gotten up and walked away. Interesting. Oh, I think it's time to talk to that Prophet now. Hello.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, hold on just a minute. Let me scan with my weird gun. Goes over here. Where? Damn it. Her? So it's definitely on that side. Oh, maybe outside the tent? No. What the hell is it?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death.
Discrepancy amplifier. How would these most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Yeah, I'm not going to taste the herbs. Okay, so that brought up a confront the Prophet thing. So let's talk to her.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me.
Oh?
I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
So she knows I'm the inspector? How did you know I was an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Yeah, but no. Didn't Halcyon Helen say you were a hack? No, wait. Didn't Halcyon Helen say you were a hack?
Absolutely not. Any statements by Ms. Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In fact, she quite recently... excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding.
You know, I've been feeling like my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
Free? Sure, I'll hear it.
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition. And that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
So in order to be productive, I need to suffer?
Precisely. The barriers within yourself will break down as your skin sweats and blisters, giving the evil humors the proper space to escape. It's my patented method.
Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff. Let's start with this. I'm going to ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
I read your terminal. I think real carefully before you lie to me again.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Actually, there's something else I want to ask you. I'm going to ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen again.
Yes. I suppose we can talk about her some more.
Where were you at the time of Helen's murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
Let's talk about something else.
I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
So you've got some interesting herbs in here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone?
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump in your yurt, into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
The dirt imprint that I found outside suggests a heavier load being dragged, like a body.
I'd say that I have a lot of clothing, but I think you already know that we prophets only have a moderate amount of worldly possessions. I had a visitor, yes, but as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came, and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
I saw the message from Helen on your terminal about attending a session.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up.
Okay, so she's just
I
repeating
don't
the
see
same
how it
thing as
matters.
before. I followed your trail to where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
There was nothing there, but by its proportions, I'd say a body.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
The wilderness, you didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
Yep, that makes sense. And you're sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in, if her constitution was truly that weak.
Actually, I don't think you killed anybody. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Halcyon Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
Look, if Helen's body wasn't there where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
The only thing you've done is be completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen, and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
You're up the wall. I'm not getting the deputy or anyone else to falsely imprison you.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Okay. Alright, so I'm pretty sure she's not the one that killed Helen, with the evidence I found. Actually, all of the people that I've spoken to so far, none of them killed Helen. So, yeah. All of these 4 quests are now leading me back to the hotel. So we're going to head back there right now. There's a exit this way. Yeah. So something strange is going on. I'm pretty sure that she did drug Helen, and yeah, it must have been just a temporary thing where she thought she was dead, but then she woke up and she just left. But that doesn't explain how she died at the hotel, though. Right. So before I return to the hotel, I'm actually going to return to the Unreliable and store some mods into my storage bin, because I'm carrying way too much. Probably keep like one armor, one mod of every type. I'm also going to store all of these extra weapons or unique weapons that I'm carrying. So I've explored all of this. Yeah, I don't want to tangle with the Raptidons again. Yeah, everything respawned here for some reason. Improved hunter kit. Sweet. What the hell was that scream for? Canid meat. Improved stealth kit. Cool. Yeah, I think I have several of those. Okay. So I'm purposely not fast traveling because...
Candy Canyon? Is that because we taste like lollipops to Raptidons?
Maybe. Maybe it is. Yeah, I'm not fast traveling because I don't want to skip out on potential things, you know? So, think I've been pretty thorough around here. It's just a... oh yeah, he's just examining a pile of doo-doo, so... I'm going to leave the Raptidon meat because it just weighs me down for no reason. I hate those things. Am I going to fall to my death here? Yes, I am. So let's just not go that way. Alright, let's just return to the hotel. I think we've done exploring here. For the most part. Actually, let me fast travel back to the ship. So I just remembered. I think the unreliable is somewhere. Just yeah, there. Interior. Let's go there. Let's go to the captain quarters. store all the stuff that we don't need. Like this assault rifle ultra, this hunting rifle hyper, plasma rifle tree, thunderclap, signed tossball stick. I need to give that to Felix. Equilibrium, that one's pretty awesome actually. Spectrum Gatling, I don't need that. Free Force Magnum. PET, so that was used by Nyoka. Utter Buddy. Clapper. The Pen. Mansplitter. And this one we can sell. And for the armor, keep carrying. So dialogue skills. Tech skills. So these are the same. Yeah, and this one too. So. Tech skills. Yeah, let's go with that one. The Oxonian. I don't need that. Hackle 7, that's good. There, and the mods. Okay, so 21 mag to zap. I'm just going to carry like 3. So let's store 18 of these in here. Same thing with mag to power. So let's store 14. Fun times barrel. I'm going to try and keep 3 of each. Toughened. Oh, that one's better because it's pristine. Self-patching. Hunter kit. Gyro sight. So store 12. Extendo sight. Store 11. Backpack I'm not actually going to use, so I'll store all of them. Geographic scanner, no. Silver tongue kit. Yeah. Nightingale step, I'll keep those. Whisper quiet muzzler, let's go with 11. This one, 11 as well. Chronofield aggregator, no. Cooling. Speedy mate. Coat of arms. Cooling. Yeah. Mission souls, no. Stealth kit. I only have one of those. Wow. Let's store these. This one as well. So that should be enough for now. Alright, so I'll finish the episode here. Next time we'll head back to the Grand Colonial and speak to Ludovico about what we found about those 4 suspects. So hopefully we'll be able to find out more about who actually killed Helen. So see you guys later, and thanks for watching. Bye.